What is up, guys, and welcome to another edition of the vlog. Today we have the Porsche GT4. This is my little brother's car, and this thing is so good to drive. We had our first initial reactions to this car, and this car is amazing. You saw Justin's reaction. This is his favorite car. We're gonna do a review of this car, but anyway, in this video we're gonna talk about how it is to daily drive this car, the GT4, in LA, because LA has some of the worst traffic and some of the worst roads. Daily driving this car, it's actually pretty, the seats are actually really comfortable, and these are just like minor things, but even this cup holder makes it really nice to like own in the beginning until you actually get like a phone holder. But if you don't, like, look, the cup holders, they hide away when you're not using them, and then when you are, you can totally just use your phone. It wasn't plugged back there. I was like, why is it not working? There you go. Apple CarPlay, and there we go, folks. It makes it so convenient. Apple CarPlay is like revolutionary, and the gauges are really easy to read. It's very easy to drive in automatic too. I mean, it feels amazing like inside here. It does feel kind of tight, so if you do like a car that's a little bit more loose, I mean, not loose, that's a bad word for it. If you do like a car that's has a little bit more like room, like you're spacious in here, car is definitely not for you. It does feel somewhat on the more cramper side, but in my opinion, I think it feels amazing. This thing on the road, it's actually not too bad. It doesn't feel incredibly stiff, even with the sports suspension on, with the stiffer suspension. It isn't like a huge difference. It's definitely noticeable, but it only makes the ride slightly more softer. But even in its harder setting, it's not that bad. There's one thing you do have to turn off though, is the automatic start stop. In my opinion, it just makes the car feel like pretty clunky, and it seems like the car stalled, but it didn't, you know what I mean? But yeah, if you guys are surprised, this is a 2021 GT4. It does come with the it does come with the PDK. Like, say if you're like on the 105 freeway, this car is perfect. The road here is pretty smooth. Yeah, and it has 7 gears too, so you can, if you want to save gas, you can totally just pop in the 7th gear and just like cruise, and it's comfortable. The seats are amazing. They do hug you, but they're not to the point where they're pretty soft and comfortable to sit in for a long time, and that's really important, especially if you have long daily commutes. I mean, typically if you're buying this car, I'm pretty sure your commute isn't that long. But it's still good to have a car that if you really wanted to take a trip in it, you could. The Porsche 918 seats, that style, are incredibly rough, and in my opinion, I feel like these hold you in enough. They're comfortable. I mean, the 918 seats are they're so hard. They're incredibly hard to get out of because the carbon fiber ledge, like the bucket, like just goes up kind of high. I mean, I take photos of cars often, and every time we get like a GT3 or GT3 RS, it's very difficult for me to get in and out of the car because I have to reposition the car. So that's just my opinion, especially like if you're an older guy. It's definitely something you want to stay away from, just because it just makes it that much harder and inconvenient to get in and out of the car. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're just cruising on the 105 freeway, and then if you at any given moment you just want to, you know, mess around, because the shifts are so fast. Oh my god, oh shit. Oh my god.
Shiver me timbers. I think we're okay.
I think we're okay. We were going at it, but I think we're fine. So yeah, the brakes are amazing. The brakes are amazing.
This thing's got real good brakes, ladies and gentlemen.
But even when driving this car daily, how do I put this? There's some cars out there where it always just wants to go all the time. It just makes you feel like itching to go faster. When you want this to, it can do that. It can just be totally chill at the same time. Excuse me for my lack of vocabulary, but you know, this is just the way I like communicating. I like communicating on simple terms. So we're just finishing our lunch. We got some roots and rye here in downtown LA. This is the thing I always wanted to do, is eat on the back wing of my car. I mean, it's not my car, it's my brother's, but still. But we were talking more about this car, and I think Justin would love to get this car in like a bronze, and I think that would actually be pretty sick. This car definitely needs like a darker color. I think yellow, like red, a little bit too flamboyant for this thing. I think this is handsome.
It's bright, but it's an understated color.
Yeah, at least it's not white. But you know, surprisingly, this car actually gets a lot of attention. So if you drive it around, there's always people trying to strike a conversation with you, which is really cool. We get frequently like a lot of Porsche owners approach us too. They're like, oh, like that's so nice. Like I have a 991, you know, I have a Turbo S or something like that, which is really cool. And they start talking about like the Porsche. I didn't really know how the car community, at least around Porsches, were like, but so far it's pretty amazing. Yeah, I mean, all the guys we talked to about this car and like this Porsches in general are super chill, super nice, and I feel like you don't really get that with like Lamborghinis and Ferraris. Those are the type of cars where you can't really talk to someone about. It's a little bit too intimidating, but with a Porsche, I feel like you totally can talk about it. But the interior is really simple, but the more I sit in it, the more I like it. It's very simple. I love how they decided to keep the buttons here versus the Taycan or Taycan. How do you pronounce it? Taycan?
I think it's Taycan.
Taycan, where it's like all touchscreen, just like the Ferrari Roma, and I think that's a terrible way to go because it just gets so dirty. Now we're actually going to go to the grocery store, which is actually a great topic to talk about when daily driving this car, because let's see how much space we have in the back. It's really incredible how much space this car really does have. So you can, that's where the engine is, but you can totally put stuff on top of there. It's just going to get kind of hot. And here there's enough space for like 2 backpacks. I fit a 32 pack of water back here along with like other stuff. But yeah, it's pretty, like 2 backpacks and like other stuff. There's my camera. It's a pretty good amount of space back here. Let me see the front. Right there. Like you definitely don't have a lot of room in the cabin to sort stuff, but in the front, that's crazy then. All right, and then like the front trunk, yeah, there's actually a lot of room back here too. There goes little buddy boy. It's gone now.
And also, did we mention that we have wallet?
It's actually pretty practical, this thing. 2 trunks. Yeah, there's not a lot of room for like other stuff, but you do get 2 cubbies. There's a cubby back here. It's kind of hard to see. I'm trying to see if you can see it through the window, but you can't. There's 2 cubbies. We'll probably do it in the nighttime. One on this side and one on the other side.
Is this on 60 frames still? Alrighty guys, so today's video is sponsored by the like button. So if you could please just show our channel some support by holy. Yeah, but right now we're going to Pavilions because now we're finally gonna be going over to my mom's house and you know, just popping by, giving her some stuff because it is her birthday. She has turned the ripe age of 23 today, so
that's the problems with like this type of car.
Yeah,
so that's another major thing. It's like going up, you definitely need the front lift. I don't know if it, like we
if they have an
earlier,
option,
and if it does come with one, but you definitely need it if you're planning to like daily drive this, especially like in LA. A lot of the humps and a lot of the driveways are really inclined.
Yeah,
you know? You're gonna have a rough time getting
so
up there.
that is something, you know, when you do have a car like this and if you do daily drive it, now just realizing you're gonna have to think about everywhere you go.
Yeah, like look at that, like that hump right there. There's no way we can make that. Look at that.
Oh,
so Yum Yum
oh
Donuts.
my god, yeah. If we were going to Yum Yum Donuts right now, there is
it's kind of hard
a hump
to see.
that would literally just fucking end our lives.
Yeah, it would just take off the whole front bumper.
Yeah, yeah. So for that, you might as well just go ahead and go on Postmates and just have this shit delivered since you can afford that, because this car is about 100K. Yeah, so this is the situation. You gotta be like, can I fucking, sorry. That wasn't me. Now we're gonna take a break from our local sponsors, the like button. Make sure to slap it again if you it is a serious concern though. Like, you have to be constantly thinking about where am I gonna be able to fit? Can I make this driveway? Will this speed bump like end my life? All right.
So just to get out of any driveway here, I kind of have to reverse.
As such. Oh my gosh.
Because this car is so low, it just like eats everything. Yeah, see, that's not this garage. If you went straight forward though,
Yeah.
you'd be fucked.
So we gotta pull some silly dumb shit. All right, we gotta be backing up because it's so like deep of a, or not deep, but the car's so low that it's gonna scratch super easy and make a right.
I feel like a lot of people pay attention to this car, especially girls.
Yeah.
Like they fucking like, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
but
that's a man I want to be with type of thing.
that is a man who would bring his mom flowers. Yeah. But we have secured the cake, and we've secured the flowers, which are also in the front. We're gonna open it up. My mom's gonna be like, "Oh my God, you didn't have to do this."
This car is pretty. If downtown LA, highly suggest you get the lift. Otherwise, you're gonna have to back out of driveways to even make it. The driveways I just reversed out of isn't even the first driveway I had to do that. It's like the second already or third. Right? Yeah, it's like the second one. I'm pretty sure we're probably going to encounter more that we're gonna have to back out of. So definitely get the front lift. That's like a necessity. My brother lives in Irvine, California, and there's not too many terrible roads there. But yeah, in LA,
Oh gosh.
you can already sense like how bad this
Dear
is.
Lord. But like the cool thing is the ride isn't that bad, because
For a
like
race car, yeah, it's not.
for like what it is, you know, it's like it's firm, it's very firm,
It's livable though.
but it's livable. Like it's not gonna break your back. I feel like it'll make you into a milkshake, but it's not gonna give you arthritis. Hopefully she's doing okay. Mom, if you're watching this, let's go halfers on a GT4. You won't regret it, I guarantee.
Buy your son a GT4.
Buy me a GT4. I need one. I absolutely.
Fucking love this.
Who else would buy me a GT4 if they could? Johnny, if you're watching this, I don't make the rules, but you owe me a GT4. I'm just saying.
Pick me.
Pick me.
Pick me. I'm raising my hand. I would too.
I would too. You'd buy me a GT4 if you could?
If I could, yeah.
Whoa, is that a touring van? Whoa!
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us for this episode on how this car drives like an everyday driver. For like the biggest takeaway out of the video, you definitely want a front lift on this thing. But it's an incredible car that you can drive every day. It's super comfortable. The ride isn't that stiff, even like on the road, even though like the rough roads. But you definitely have to opt in for these comfort seats instead of the 918 seats. These still hold you in place really, really well. If you're definitely a bigger guy, this might be a tough fit. I'm 5'8", so this car is absolutely perfect for me. There's like enough room if I wanted to wear a helmet to go on the track and stuff. But yeah, hey guys, this is fucking sick. So we're here in this random location. We're gonna start the other video with my official review of this car and just like take some shots here with like Justin. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching this episode, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.